Ikechukunduku, your host, Diet for Professionals broadcast. Our focus today is professionals and training. We'll be narrowing on that topic, how to integrate tech in your business. Wow, everything about business now is tech. When we talk about tech, we talk about IT. We have entered that computer age that if you are doing business and you don't understand tech, you don't understand how to integrate tech in what you are doing, you will be lagging behind. One important thing about tech is that it makes things faster. It gets better results. But before we go to talk a little bit about the importance of integrating tech in your business, let's look at the scripture. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 10. The Bible said something here that is very significant. It said, if the iron be blunt and he do not whet the edge, then must be put to more strength. But wisdom is profitable to direct. Wisdom is profitable to direct. Now, you see, look at what the Bible is talking about there. That wisdom is profitable to direct. Some translation will put wisdom brings success. Wisdom brings success. So we have to understand the fact that tech or IT has a very profound benefits to our business. One of the things is that it will increase the productivity of your employees. It will increase the productivity of your employees. I remember those days when I was working in a bottling company, and all of a sudden they automized every of the machines that are there. So it reduced the number of people that are working there because everything is automated. If, for example, they have about 15 people working in that production line, it reduced to 3-4. Why? Because automation has a way of what? Reducing staff strength. Now, if it's going to reduce staff strength, then to an extent, it will reduce the liability that each staff will bring to you. If you have about 15 staffs that you are paying, for example, 100,000 naira, 10 staffs will give you 1 million naira, 15 staffs will be 1.5 million. But if you just have 3 staffs in an automated line, you see that you have reduced it to ×5. Yes, someone might rightly say, if you are paying, for example, 1.5 for 15 people, for just 3 people, you might only pay 300,000. Yes, even if you increase their salary, because for you to know how to use an automated line, you must have some level of skills to be able to work. You must have some IT skills to be able to, use that. But outside that, even if you increase them to 100%, like to 200,000 naira, for example, so you have 600,000 still against 1.5 million that you are paying. But somebody can also build up an argument that to develop an automated line, you're going to bring in money to buy new, fresh, automated machines. That is not the analog type. Yes, if you face it out and you it reduces staff strength for you, for example. Yes, that initial money you are going to be investing in at that stage is not just what you are going to invest in. But subsequently, you will notice that you have reduced staff strength, you have reduced that HR liability, in taking care of a lot of things, because you don't just pay staff. Sometimes some very good companies, they have things like health insurance. They have other things, other packages that have to do with gratuity and all that, pension, and every other thing that you have to offer the staff. But you have reduced the cost of managing 15 staffs because of the tech that you have brought into your business. One thing is that it will increase their productivity. their workload will be reduced because it will not be, integrated in the automated machine, or the machines will be working with the staff, if you may put it that way. So you reduce their workload and increase productivity. The other part there too is what? It will be meeting with the increasing trends and challenges of business, because there are a lot of things that is happening in business. More things are coming up. There are competitions everywhere. So if you are not tech oriented or tech integrated in your business, you are going to be lagging behind as a company. You will not be able to run with the speed of time, because what tech does is to bring you into the speed of time. You are able to match up with the challenges that is coming up, because a lot of people are leaving people behind. That you are in charge before does not mean you will continue to be in charge. For you to constantly be in charge in business, you have to constantly be improving in your business approach. Otherwise, people will leave you behind. And one of the greatest way to increase or to improve on your business approach is to integrate tech in your business. Okay, another importance there is what? It will help you to scale up. If you, for example, you have a production company and you were having stuffs where it is manually done. Now you have integrated tech, you have automated your lines and all that. If you were producing, for example, 50 kg of rice times 1,000 monthly, because you are using manual labor. With an automated line, you might see yourself producing up to 5,000 50 kg rice. That's how the thing goes. It increases, it helps you to scale up. The other part too is for profit making. So you increase your profit. If you integrate tech in your business, you increase profit. Now, without wasting much time, we're going to go deeply into how to integrate tech in your business. How to integrate tech in your business. Of course, it's not something you're going to do, all of a sudden. You are not going to just come all at once. You're going to take it one after the other. So the first thing is that you have to identify your need. When we talk about identifying needs, you check. You are spending so much money to increase staff strength to meet a particular need, that you could just get an automated line that will reduce staff strength, but the durability is ensured, because the machines will stay longer than they can be maintained. Machines are not like human beings, where a human being will be working and he will get tired, some will fall sick and all that. Yes, some machines do fall sick though, but you see, they can be maintained. There's a periodic maintenance checkup that will help to nullify that. And they also have a share life. So when you know their share life, you can maximize it within their share life to be able to maximize that automated line, yet with reduced staff strength. So the idea now is what? You have to identify your need. You must know the areas you need to, first of all, introduce tech. Because you can't just start introducing it all over the whole department and all that. So you have to know where to introduce tech first. Now, there are some important questions you might need to ask yourself. Is your organization adopting the technology to what? To reduce costs? Because reducing costs is very important. Because that is one of the primary things that tech does. It reduces cost. Another thing you should check is that why are you bringing technology in your organization? Is it going to increase productivity? Because if it's not going to increase productivity, there's no need. Because when you identify the need, you now notice that you are not meeting up. So you need tech. You need to introduce tech in that approach of that area of business, so that you can increase productivity. Another thing you can check up is does it facilitate collaboration between your staffs? Between your staffs, does it facilitate collaboration? If it doesn't facilitate collaboration, you're going to see that it will not be very effective. Whatever you are bringing in, whatever tech you are bringing in should facilitate what? Collaboration. Then the other part too is what? Track. Does it help you to track your progress? Because you see, when you are introducing tech and you are not even sure whether you are making progress in it, doesn't that make sense? So whatever tech you are bringing in should be able to help you to what? Track progress. It should be able to help you to track progress. So that is it. Now, if you are able to check this, if you are able to answer these questions, then you are in to what? You have been properly guided on bringing tech into your business. So you identify it and answer these very important questions. Then the second one there is what? You investigate technologies that will solve those needs. You don't just get any technology. You don't just get any technology. So you embrace technology that will what? Solve those needs. Now, in being able to do that, the first thing you're going to do is that the people who are actually making those complaints that they are lagging behind, they are not being very productive, because one of the factors of bringing tech is that slow productivity. Things are not properly done rightly. So sometimes they can start citing other companies that other companies are doing this and that, but we are not doing this. That's why we're not getting this result. So in doing that, what you do is that what? You brainstorm with your staffs, especially those ones who are complaining, so that you will be able to what? It will help you to what? Investigate. It will help you to what? Investigate. Now, the other part there in investigating the technology that you need to bring to take care of those needs is what? Is to hire an IT firm or team to come in and look at the challenges that you people are already facing, and they can bring in what? Their own what? Recommendations. Of course, we have about 5 major areas of tech that is has taken over the market these days. We talk about the cyber security. The cyber security, it helps us to what? Check threats. There can be potential threats. It's a threat detector. It helps you what? It's a threat detector tool. It helps you to check threats. For example, now in your business, you can be having some employees who might not really want to follow the rules. Some of them might also a kind of be like a danger to the company. That's why things like you see companies install things like CCTV to checkmate what is really going on in the organization. Everything is being so. There is cyber security even outside. That one is just the internal threats. There are external threats. So cyber security checkmates both external threats and what? Internal threats. Okay, so then the other part too is what? Artificial intelligence. Because when they are trying to a kind of do that investigation to know the needs you have, they also might look towards the area of what? Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, we have a couple of areas we check, like intelligence automation. Intelligence automation is good in onboarding, especially in human resources management. Is good for onboarding and also for employee training and customer service. So artificial intelligence is a very wide scope. There's the aspect of it also that deals with what? IT operations. We call it AI ops. So they help to manage data, detect anomalies, and automate patterns discovery and what? Predictions. So it is a very important tool now that is taking over the tech space. Now you also talk about the cloud computing. Cloud computing has helps us to be able to host services in the internet. So you see, when they're investigating, they check which one is important to solve that your impending needs in your business. So hiring them is very important. Sometimes too, they also have to look at Internet of Things, because the aspect of cloud computing that holds services in the whatever we have. Before we talk about the Internet of Things, we have three aspects to it. We have three aspects to it. We look at it as infrastructure as a service, IaaS. There's another aspect of cloud computing that talks about platform as a service, PaaS. The other aspect also is what? Software as a service, SaaS. So you see, cloud computing helps you to host services. Helps you to host services, and is really going to help a great deal. Like you talk about Amazon Web Services, for example. Some of us are used to it. You see those e-commerce and a lot of things that they do out there. He has taken over every area and has taken business to another dimension. He has taken business to another dimension. You talk about Microsoft Azure. All those things are under that cloud computing. Google Cloud, hosting all those services in the atmosphere. Because the computer cannot carry much, but you can host those things in that space. So you see, the other third one, they might look at is Internet of Things. I can look at it from this dimension. You have a heater in the house and you decide to go for a road walk. With your phone, you can control the heater and off it. Internet of Things. It's just a step further from this our normal thing we use for remote with TV. But this time around now we use our phones. Even they have mixed Internet of Things with cyber security in such a way that you can even have your CCTV that is detecting threats. You can control it with your phone. You can be in your office and still know what is going on in your house. So you see, that is it. And another part there is also another part of the area they will go to investigate, use to investigate, is also blockchain. Blockchain, this is how where you manage blocks of data. It's also good in this financial institution and all that. Just like you have this cryptocurrency and all that. So a lot of things that I have. So when they investigate, they know the particular area that your business needs. The other part there too is what? The fifth generation 5G and 6G. 5G and 6G. So you can even go further than 6G and all that. It's talking about faster connectivity. So you see a lot of things are happening, because if your connectivity is slow, it will slow your business. But when your connectivity is very fast, especially when you are using your computers and all that, it will aid and increase productivity. So the third, after, because we've mentioned the first one, we say you identify the need, then the other part is what? You investigate to know the tech that you need to bring in. The tech that you need to bring in. Now, but the third one in integrating tech in your business is what? Develop a plan for implementing your technology. Develop a plan. Because you see, if you don't develop a plan, it's going to affect your business. So sometimes you might need to assign a person or a team that will be the first batch of people that will be trained. So they are the one to manage that project. So sometimes you need to do that. So when you do that, it's going to really, and as they do it, you just like I said, you get the services of an IT firm and they partner with them and they keep giving report to them regularly. They can help you to host a web, for example. They host a web for you and they help you to manage it. But at the day-to-day activities, that team is the one that will be what? Doing those activities in that web. But if there are some technical issues, the IT firm that you got will now be there to what? Manage and take care of that. The other part there, the fourth one in integrating tech in your business is what? Train other employees in using the new technology. Because you see, if apart from just getting the team to handle the project, you now need to make sure that every of your staff is now what has been brought into that tech stuff. Because you see, there is connectivity. No matter what, if you get tech into your business, it will connect to all the tasks. So even if all the staffs might not be majorly involved in the high-tech aspect of your business, but somehow they need that initial brush up to be able to still know how to communicate in that dimension. Otherwise, because the job task would have changed, the style, the model would have changed, because you have integrated tech in your business. Then finally, you have to launch and start fine-tuning. Keep fine-tuning that technology so that it will totally improve your services, take care of those needs, which was the reason you initially started it. So you see, in bringing tech into your business, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take you first of all identify the need. Then the other one is try to investigate to know the kind of tech you need. Then the other part too there is you need to now train your staff. You need to now get a plan on how to integrate that tech into your business. Then the fourth one there is you need to now train all your staff so that they can adjust to the new tech system of your business. Then finally, you need to constantly be fine-tuning so that it will get your deliverables. Thank you for listening to us in this edition of Diet for Professionals broadcast. Don't forget, if you are hearing for the first time or listening to us for the first time, you can hit our like button to subscribe. You can subscribe to the channel, then also share to others so that they can get all this information. And don't forget, I will see you next time every Saturday on this broadcast again. Thank you for listening to us. This is your host Ikechukwu Nduku, Diet for Professionals broadcast. Thank you.